Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lauren, and if you're returning, thank you so much for being here. We actually just got back last night from a trip to California, to San Diego, to see family, and it was a great trip. But as I'm sure you all know, it's always challenging to kind of get back into the flow of things after returning. And we never really had the chance to adjust to the time change before leaving. And then we dealt with like the 3-hour difference being there. So between those two things coming back, I'm definitely feeling the jet lag. So I'm going easy on myself today, just taking it slow, but still trying to stick to those different parts of my routine. So I slept in a little bit this morning and then I did 30 minutes on the treadmill. I'm just walking right now because I've been dealing with some ankle soreness on one of my ankles. And so I'm actually wearing like a brace, or I'm wearing something to help support it all throughout the day and then also while exercising. So I took it easy, but it was still good to get a little bit of movement in and get the blood flowing. And then I just got myself ready a little bit for the day. And now I am going to unpack everything. Like I said, we got in late last night. So I'm going to unpack our suitcases, get the house back together because we have stuff scattered everywhere from when we dropped it after arriving last night. And then I do want to sit at the computer today and do some work. I have, I'm sure, some emails. I did not check my email once the entire trip, which I am proud of. I also did not take my laptop, which is the first time I've ever done that during my entire PhD. I've always taken my laptop when we go back to California, but I did not this time, and I will say it was wonderful. I think that for me, not having it there and knowing that I couldn't work allowed me to relax genuinely. And I do feel like there were true moments of kind of just decompression, relaxation, took some quick 20-minute naps here and there throughout the day. And it was just really lovely. And I think it was what I needed for my nervous system. And also I really think that taking that time for ourselves away from screens, away from devices, away from work, helps us to sort of support that creative process. I felt like I was coming up with ideas in my mind over those days of things that I would like to do for content. And then also it allowed me to kind of rebuild that motivation for my work, for writing, and for the dissertation development process that I'm currently going through. So it was a really positive thing for me. So if you never find yourselves taking even a day away from your computer or your work, I highly recommend giving it a shot and just seeing what kind of effect it has on you. So I am going to do a little bit of unpacking now. I had breakfast this morning, which was so good. It was a granola bowl that I had been craving. When we were on the flight yesterday, I was like meal planning in my head for the week. It's nice and sunny here today, and the weather really isn't too cold. I think it's a high in the 50s, so I might consider cracking a window a little bit later on. We are officially in spring, and I think maybe we are showing signs here too. Here we go. Packing is just about complete. I am sitting down to eat my leftover salad from dinner last night. The only thing that was open and that we could do quickly so that we could go grocery shopping was Chick-fil-A. So I just got a salad. And I just make my own dressing. Like when I bring home leftover from Chick-fil-A, it's just olive oil and balsamic on it. I also got a load of laundry in, even though I really didn't feel like it. So you might be able to hear that downstairs. So my plan is to eat this, make myself some afternoon tea, and then get to work at the computer. I just finished eating and I'm about to take my vitamins. I like to take my vitamins after eating lunch. And so I wanted to share with you what I have been taking. So first off, I've been taking this Friska Women's Daily enzyme and probiotic support for a couple of months now. I started in January and we're at the end of March. And I believe this is my second bottle and I think I'm about ready for a third. I've enjoyed this. I will say when I first started taking it, I noticed an increased appetite. So I was a lot hungrier for probably about the first week or so, and then that kind of faded out. So I think that might have just kind of been a side effect of starting it off. I do think that it helps me stay regular. If you have a probiotic that you love, comment down below and let me know. I know that seed is very popular. I just haven't sprung for that yet. But if you have something that you like, let me know what it is. Then I have my multivitamin. This is the Ritual Essential for Women multivitamin. I believe this is my first bottle and I'm close to being done with it. I've also really liked this, no negative side effects, and it has a lot of nutrients in it that I think I might have been missing out on. And then lastly, I take the Brain MD Calm My Brain. This is fast acting relief for anxiousness. So what this has in it is a blend of magnesium, ashwagandha, and L-theanine. I do think that this has helped me. I take it twice a day. You can take it up to 3 times a day. I've just been taking it kind of like in this morning to afternoon period and then at night before bed. I do think that it has helped, and if nothing else, just getting extra magnesium, some ashwagandha, and L-theanine I think is beneficial personally. So I will link this down below along with the others as well. You decide for yourself what you think might be best for you. It is currently 5 p.m. and I did not vlog myself working because my camera died, so I've been charging it. I did get a little bit of work done. So one tip that I wanted to share about when you're trying to reset, get back into the flow of things after taking a break away from work is to start off easy. So over the next week or so, I'm going to be making final edits to a manuscript that I'm planning to submit here before the end of the month. And so today I knew that I wanted to work on integrating some of those recommended revisions from my advisors. And so what I did as a first step, and what I always do as a first step when I'm integrating revisions, is to start off with the easy ones. So like simple word changes as compared to ones that are more challenging, where I might need to write a new paragraph or cut an entire paragraph. For me, those are more challenging edits that require more effort, more cognitive resources, and they can also be a little bit emotionally taxing, right? Because sometimes maybe we're not that happy with the changes that we need to make at first. So I made those simple edits today, and then tomorrow I will revisit it and start to work on those more challenging parts. Likely later this week, I will work on changing some of my figures. I need to make some modifications in R to some of the figures, just with how they appear and things like that. So that is what I got done. And then I also started to edit this vlog. So it is already 5 p.m. and I'm going to start making dinner now. Sam, I am assuming, will be on his way home soon. It just varies when he finishes up with his last patient. I'm going to make pasta, a spaghetti squash pasta with a red sauce. It's either that or we do the baked barbecue chicken. I'm just trying to think about what sounds better. And I feel like maybe the spaghetti squash pasta. So I'm going to get started on that now. It takes a little while to bake the spaghetti squash. So as you can see, I ended up going with the spaghetti squash pasta. It's one of our favorites. Once you finally get it cut in half, you just scrape out the insides and sprinkle it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. Then poke some holes and bake it for around 35 minutes at 350. Once it's cool enough to handle, scrape out the insides with a fork and that's your pasta. To go with it, I made a simple but satisfying meat sauce with ground beef, onion, garlic, canned whole tomatoes, and a bit of marsala. I'll share the sauce recipe in the description down below. On the side, we had sautéed green beans and a big salad. So good, and we have leftovers for another night after this. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.